What's up, guys? This is Jesse Paez, and this here is my November 1998 cover of Big Brother magazine. This was, a lot of you guys remember Big Brother. It was owned by Larry Flint from Hustler. But yeah, this was a special one to me because I haven't had that many covers. And so this was my very first one. And this was a sick trip right here. Dennis McGrath shot this photo. And this specific trip was a cool little tour with just me, Dennis, and Pancho Moler. Me and Pancho Moler were like that, man. That's my homie right there. We rode for Think Skateboards, and we literally traveled all over the world together. And this was just our own little three-man trip right here. We rented a car in San Francisco, went down to LA. We drove over to Phoenix, Arizona, and Albuquerque. I think we ended up in Texas, but this trip, this shot right here, this was at a pretty famous ditch that a lot of guys would skate. You'd probably see it on 411s and stuff in Albuquerque, New Mexico.
Yeah.
And this was actually like a hip right here. I was coming from the other side, and nose bones were like, that's one of my favorite grabs to do right there.
Yes.
Yeah, so I got a good nose bone on this one. Just the skyline alone, you know, I loved all the soft colors on this. And just the fact that it's in the streets on a ditch, you know, it's cool, man. I skate a lot of skate parks, and just to have a cover like in a ditch was like pretty special to me.
Oh yeah. Anything stand out from the road trip article?
Yeah, I mean, we hit up a couple of spots that were like I've always wanted to skate. There is a spot in here. It's the school.
Yeah, let's open it up.
Check it out here. Let's see where it's at here. Anyways, yeah, it's a school, and it's surrounded by banks. And I would always see guys skate it. I think I've seen Chris Markovich there.
Yep. Oh yeah, in the Duff's video.
Yep, in the Duff's video. I think it's right here. Let's see. Where's it at here? I should have had it marked. Here it is. Yeah. So yeah, me and Pancho, I drove a lot. Dennis was always taking shots of us. This bottom sequence right here, I'm doing, hip, right? Yeah, that's the hip. I've always wanted to skate, man. Backside 180 flip over the hip right there.
Nice.
Yep. Pancho got a sweet backside 180 heel flip over it.
Ooh, and that's one of the hips at Desert West, the original skate park in Phoenix there.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yep. Flying over these people right here is pretty cool. Pancho. I mean, we were really throwing it down everywhere we went. This is a cool sequence. 360 flip over the rail into the bank. I was stoked on that one right there. That's pretty gnarly.
Oh, yeah.
And yeah, we hooked up with Steve-O out there.
Ah.
Yep. So we were at a little house party. We had Steve-O. He was blowing some fire in the house, getting crazy. It was nuts, man. He would take us to these like apartment buildings with like a shallow end swimming pool, and he would jump off the roof into like 3 feet of water. Like the dude knew what he was doing. It was crazy, man. Here he is right here.
Way up there.
Yeah. We got the homie Dennis McGrath, and yeah, he's such a good photographer, man. Shooting with him was like the best, you know. He had so much patience with us, and he knew exactly what he was doing.
Yeah.
And he was down to party with us, and you know, it was cool, man. But it's such a good trip right here. I remember just being out in that part of the country. You know, there's so many hips and banks and ditches, and that was like our mission right there.
Fantastic.
Yeah, it was pretty cool, man. But yeah, skating with Pancho, it was so much fun. We would just, you know, it was like putting on shows everywhere we went. You know what I mean? Like we skated everything. So there wasn't nothing we couldn't skate, you know, whether we show up at ramps or ditches or on the streets, you know. People were stoked to see us out there. We were stoked to be out there. It was pretty cool.
And then we've got 411-43.
Yep. I got the cover of 411-43, shot by Chris Ortiz. Yeah. And this was a Ezekiel Clothing trip in Costa Rica, which was super fun right there. We had a sick team back then. Kerry Getz, Satva Leon, Danny Fuenzalida. Chris Cole was on the team, but Chris wasn't with us on this trip.
Okay.
Yeah, but this was cool. This was at a school out in Costa Rica. You could see some of the school kids right there. They were tripping. We just pulled over. They were telling me to hit this rail. This was a double set coming out the school right here into the street. You might have seen it on the episode in this 411 right here. Yeah. It was like the ender. Cool. Yeah, but this was a good one right here, man. I was blessed to be able to have this cover, man. They hooked me up on this.
Hell yeah.
But yeah, I haven't had too many covers, man. Most of all, it's just these two are you know, my favorite ones, and I'm pretty stoked, man.
Yeah.
This is it.
So I like to ask guys about classic covers, stuff that influenced them as younger skaters. Anything stand out from people from your area that got covers when you were a younger skater that you were hyped on and influenced you?
Well, my brother, for instance, you know, he was lucky enough to, he had the cover of Thrasher and Slap magazine.
Right. A lot of people don't know about the Slap because
they
it's
don't
kind
know,
of just
because
him
it was
cruising
just
by.
his feet. It was a spot in Visalia. He did a little wally off a bike rack, and they got the feet of him rolling away, you know. And I think he was riding for Puma at the time, Puma shoes. But yeah, his Thrasher cover, though, was so sick because, I mean, that's like, you know, that's the cover you wish everyone wants, you know what I mean?
And that was right around within a year of this.
Yeah, it was. It was around this time. But yeah, that's one of my favorite covers right there. Shot by Nik Freitas. Nik Freitas is a local photographer that we shot most of our photos with. You can see some right here, actually, I had out. You know, some of my favorite ones that Nik has shot.
Nice.
Yeah, pretty cool. This one's sick right here.
Where's that?
This is in Hanford. That's a Hanford skate park right there.
Hanford's flows.
Yeah, these guys brought a couch and we stood up on its side. There's Tim, Dale. But yeah, it's pretty cool. Nik Freitas is the homie, man. He shot most of my stuff throughout my career.
Rad. Do you have a favorite Karma cover?
Oh man, all Karma covers were my favorite, but I think one of the sickest ones I liked was his shifty ollie in San Francisco into the street off the barrier. Yeah, that one was super cool right there.
Fantastic.
And just growing up around here with Karma, Tsocheff, Tom Knox, Nanda Zipp, you know, there's a lot of rad skaters that came out of this area. You know, pretty stoked. You check out this photo right here. This is where it all began.
Oh, yeah. What kind of boards do you think those are?
Those were Veriflex boards. I think we got them at Toys R Us. And, yeah, this is Kinston right here in Culver City. This is,
Culver City.
I was 10. Richard was 8.
Wild.
Yeah, we were born and raised in L.A.
I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Okay. So what year did you move up here?
That's where it all began. I moved up to Visalia when I was about 14 years old.
And already skating from LA. Okay.
Yeah, already skating from there, moved up to here, and that's when I ran into like Dale Blackman and a lot of the locals, and we just became diehard skateboarders after that, you know?
Oh, yeah.
It was cool.
Yeah,
this is our Ezekiel team we had back in the day.
2002.
Yep, Justin Strubing, Satva,
Kerry
Getz. Kerry's hella cool, man. He ripped on all the tours that we went on.
Oh, yeah. Fantastic, Jesse. I think that about covers it, man. Thanks for having me over.
Yeah, thanks for stopping by.
Glad
Appreciate
we could do this.
Right on, guys. Thank you.